Thank you, Rick. That was beautiful, as always, just like this day. It's a beautiful day. Happy Mother's Day, everyone, to everyone here and everyone who's listening. It's so nice to be joined together in worship this morning with Doug giving our message and Rick with his music and Joy with her music today, too. So let's be sure we turn our phones down or off so it won't disturb the service. And let's stand together and sing our joy song.
Good morning again. Is my mic on? Can you hear me pretty well? Okay. I like that verse up there. The Christ in you greets the Christ in me. We are all one family. That's just wonderful, isn't it? Just wonderful. And for those of you on the internet, good morning. We welcome you to enjoy our service with us. It's Mother's Day, a beautiful day. I was thinking, what should I say that maybe is a little moving? But how about just remembering? I do remember. My mother's not with me anymore. She's transitioned, but I do remember. Do you remember being tucked in at night? Do you remember maybe a Band-Aid on a hurt finger or arm? Do you remember words of encouragement when you needed it? Do you remember when that first love broke your heart and you could share it with your mother? Yeah, she was there for all of that. And I hope you recognize and realize and lift up your mothers today. We all do not have the greatest mothers, but they gave us all they had. I'm going now to turn to our Bible verse. And I'm going to start this out a little bit this way. It was about January this year, I went and joined up with Planet Fitness up the street. I thought, well, you can buff up a little bit. And it might have been February I was working out, and I was over near the Smith machines, where they do some heavy lifting. And there was a fellow there beside me. He had on a Virginia Tech t-shirt. He had on shorts. He was the youngest guy. He was maybe 26, something like that. And boy, he was rippling. I mean, he had muscles all over him. He had down his arms, his t-shirt was stretched. Huge arms, huge chest, and thighs, my gracious. And I was working out beside him, and he was just pushing some heavy weight. And after he finished one set, I turned to him, I said, if you need any tips, I'll be glad to help you. That's what he did. He laughed and got the biggest smile on his face. When you're lifting weights, to build muscle, it takes consistency, and it takes resistance, and it takes a bit of struggle. That's how you get stronger. That's how your muscles get stronger. It's the weight, and the strain, and the struggle that helps make your muscles stronger. And we do get, you look at someone and you go, well, they have the physical appearance of really working out. They're looking good. But there's an inner strength also. And that requires the same things. It requires resistance. It requires strengthening. It requires faith. There was anyone who's probably studied psychiatry or probably knows this name, Viktor Frankl. He was an Austrian who was a psychiatrist. And one time he wrote this, and I thought it was just beautiful. He said, what is to give light must endure burning. Well, if you ever worked out, you know how your muscles start burning? What to give light must endure burning. But lifting weights without taking the proper nourishment is not going to do you that much good. You've got to have enough protein to help build muscle, don't you? A lot of people take creatine and so forth. I don't have to, I'm more natural. It's the same thing in life. You have to have nourishment. And this nourishment for our inner strength, we call prayer time or God time. So if you want to be as big as that guy that was working out beside me, and you want to have that inner strength, you want to get there, let's all increase our God time, our prayer time, so we can build our resistance and our strength to handle those things that come along in life. Thank you. Now let's turn to our statement of being, and say it with feelings, with some conviction, if you would. God is all, both invisible and invisible. One presence, one mind, one power is all. This one that is all is perfect life, perfect love, and perfect substance. I am the individualized expression of God, and I'm number one with this perfect life, perfect love, and perfect substance.
I wrote a new song, and I'm gonna play it for you. And I haven't written a new song in a pretty long time, and this is all I want to play now. So it's really present in my heart, and I hope that is present in yours too. It's called God is Everything. God is everyone. God is everything. God is you and I. God is the earth and the sky. God is everyone. God is everything. God is love. God is love. God is everyone. God is everything. God is war and peace. God is the cure and the disease. God is everyone. God is everything. God is love. God is love. God is everyone. God is everything. God is imminent death and the infant's first breath. God is everyone. God is everything. God is love. God is love. God is everyone. God is everything. God is the murderer's hand and the abundant land. God is everyone. God is everything. God is love. God is love. God is everyone. God is everything. God is the child who didn't listen. God is everyone in prison. God is the life we didn't save. God is the people we forgave. God is falling from grace. God is the whole human race. God is listening. God is seeing. God is every living being. God is everyone. God is everything. God is everyone. God is everything. Love them all. 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 I need your help to sing this. Love them all. 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 All the people, all the creatures, all the colors, all the religions, all the children, all the elders, all the addicted, all the afflicted, all the innocent, and the guilty. Love them all. 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 I'm trying not to cry, but oops. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. God is everywhere. God is within. Let's go within, if you would. Those that are at home, you can pray with us for a moment also. It's just a time that we become quiet. It's a time that we talk to our Father. The God that's everywhere, the God that's in everything. Today we turn our hearts over to this magnificent, divine source of love. That love that's created mothers and fathers. The love that goes on for generations. Love that knows no boundaries. Love that's represented in flowers, sunshine. Love that's represented in happiness and joy, and even represented in tears and missing someone. We have been gifted with the gift of love. I invite you in this next 90 seconds, if you would, to go within in your own inner voice, in your own prayers of petition or thanksgiving or gratitude, beginning now. I remember so vividly, so close to my heart. And now these things, three things remain: faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these is love. And it is so. Amen. You say the Lord's Prayer with me. Please say it aloud. Our Father, who is everywhere, your name is sacred. Your kingdom is come. Your will is throughout the earth, even as it is throughout the universe. You give us our needful bread from day to day, and you forgive us our offenses, even as we forgive our offenders. And you let us not enter into temptation, but you separate us from error. Because yours are the kingdom, the power, the soul, and praise, from all ages, throughout all ages, sealed in faith, trust, and truth. Amen. It's beautiful. I love that prayer. I might, I hope I'm not that different from you. I hope I'm not. I enjoy watching cooking shows. I'm not that different. I really enjoy, I watch Bobby Flay, Beat Bobby Flay on the Food Channel. I really like that, Chopped. I like Guy Ferrera, diners, drive-ins, and dives. I like to watch Julia Childs on Netflix. You can pick up Julia Childs. She's an amazing woman. She's very tall. She's a French-inspired chef, and she makes it simple to understand. I really like to watch cooking shows. Today's, I'm going to be mentioning bread a little bit. From John 6, we'll be mentioning bread. Thank you to all the mothers that have loved us and nurtured us. Thank you so much. The kids these days, generation, what they call Gen Z, they say, shout out. That's how they say, tell someone, shout out to all the moms. The kids didn't even know how to make a bowl of cereal. Shout out to all the moms who thought they had an empty nest finally, but the children moved back home. Amen. Shout out to all the moms who had to help with the homework assignments during COVID, who tried to decipher things and do the math, which has changed so much, it's no longer 2 + 2. Shout out to our mothers. I remember when I was maybe I was in the 4th or 5th grade, we had to do a project. And of course I had to pick this project. We were studying the Civil War. So what I did out in the garage is I got this great big plywood, big piece of plywood. I guess you'd call it like building plywood. It's like 4 foot by 8 foot, kind of big. And on that I took some chicken wire and stapled it to it, made hills and valleys and so forth. Then I took some newspaper and dipped it in glue and made a paper mache for the rolling hills and so forth. I thought I was doing pretty good. And then I painted it after it dried. I painted it. This was my big project for the 5th grade. And I painted it, the greens and the blues and the blacks for hills and valleys. And then, of course, I had to glue on little army men all over the place, little Civil War men, because we were studying the Civil War. And like I say, this is about 4 foot by 8 foot. But I had forgotten to think, how am I going to get that to school? And I remember my mother with me, helped me struggle to get that school for my school project. She helped me a whole lot, not only in that project, but in many others in life. Special shout out to the mothers who have kids with special needs. They are indeed something special, aren't they? We're going to be studying Jesus in just a moment. Jesus, this is John 6. It's the first statement of the 7 statements that Jesus gave of the I am statements. In John 6, Jesus is talking about, I am the bread of life. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, but I'll read just a little bit. He had just fed for the 5,000 people, and he had gone across the lake to rest. And he came back, and they were following him and chasing him down because he was doing so many miracles. And he was so different in his approach and his preaching. So they were chasing him down. And that's where we'll pick up here. So they asked him, what signs will you give us that we may see the Jew that's coming, the Messiah. What will you do? Our ancestors ate manna, remember, in the wilderness. And as written, he gave them bread from heaven to eat. And Jesus said to them, very truly I tell you, he's always saying that, very truly I tell you, it's not Moses who has given you the bread from heaven, it is my Father who gives you the true bread from heaven. For the bread of God is the bread that comes down from heaven. It gives life to the world. Sir, they said, always give us this bread. Jesus declared, I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry. And whoever believes in me will never be thirsty. I am the bread of life. They were expecting something different. They didn't really understand this man. I was watching Julia Childs. I really I'm enthralled by her. Big, tall lady. Kind of leans over everybody when she's cooking. And she was making some fresh dough. She was making sandwich bread. That was wonderful. She took, I'll just read 2.5 cups of warm water, about 75 degrees. 1 tablespoon of instant yeast. Gotta make sure when you get that yeast, be sure and check, because the yeast goes bad. I don't know if many of y'all know that. Emerald Nagoski taught me that. He said, always look on the yeast package because it'll go bad and it won't rise and you wonder why. 6.5 cups of flour, 2 tablespoons of salt, 1/4 cup of butter. Knead the dough for about 8 minutes, and then put it in the bowl and cover it with a tea towel. Keep it at about 75 degrees so it can rise. Second proof. I love to watch her cook. She makes it seem so simple. You know, if you ask Wendy, she would say Dylan likes bread. I really like sourdough bread. You know, if you take some sourdough bread and you put some butter on it and some jelly, you got yourself something. Jesus is talking about, I am the bread of life. He just had fed the 5,000 people. And they expected so much more of him than what he actually was bringing. They did not accept, they were expecting him to lift them out of oppression. But that's not what he came for, was it? And I want to say that many of us mothers might have thought having children was a different expectation also. Could be. Could be. They expected Jesus to lead them out of oppression, just like Moses did with manna, freeing the people. But Jesus came to show us a relationship with God that is attainable. And they could not think of what it would be like, and they were disappointed. Sometimes our expectations aren't quite what we think they are. Now, I'm not a mother, but I remember having a son. And this was some 40 years ago. And I remember we brought the boy home, the baby home. And I remember the wife, the mother, my wife, was worn out. And it was like 12 or 1 in the morning. And that little baby boy had not stopped crying for hours. And it was up to me to take care of the whole thing. And so I did what any normal father would do. I called the hospital up. We just take him home. We just left her, 7, 8 hours ago. Y'all were still there. Help me. And back then, 40 years ago, they would put you, they answered the phone. And I said, let me speak to the baby people. Okay. So a real nice nurse came on the phone. Oh, she was nice. And I said, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. And we just picked the baby up, 8, 9 hours ago, and he's still crying. And you know what she said? She said, that's what babies do. That's not what I expected. I learned. A lot of times mothers, we have children and it's not what we expected, is it? The problem is not the baby, the problem is with us, our expectations. Like in 2020, as COVID was hitting, I would not have expected, I could not have foretold that the whole world would almost shut down, that people would be told to stay home from work, and that it would bring out a MAGA moment, people fighting among each other whether to wear a mask or not. I could not have foretold that. It was not my expectation. Let's get back to John here for a minute. That's why we're here. Let's get back to John. They had spent 400 years in slavery, waiting for this Messiah, even memorizing Old Testament prophecies. When the Messiah, what he would do once he finally came and rescued them. This is new stuff. This is new stuff he was preaching. I am the bread of life. I am all that you need. I satisfy your hunger in your soul. The old standards of sacrifice and paying attention to the laws no longer count, no longer are the way to go. Now, the new way is belief and faith. They wanted Jesus to fit into their formula for religion. But now he said, I am the bread of life. I do have a little point here I want to make. To me, this message or this sermon is not about making bread so much. It's not what God can do for you. It's what he is to you. Doug, say that again. It's not what God can do for you. That prayer petition, God, help me with this. Get me out of this. I don't know how this happened. It's not what God can do for you. It is who he is to you. We talk about what bread is. Oh, I know what it is. Remember, I like sourdough. But we won't talk about what it is not. Sometimes people say, my good friend, or my relationship, or my marriage, maybe they complete me. Do you remember that 1996 movie, Jerry Maguire? That famous line he had where he told Dorothy, she played Dorothy, it was Renee Zellweger, and he said, you complete me. You cannot rely upon a person. You cannot rely upon a person to feed you this bread. The reason is we're imperfect. We will always let you down. Always. You cannot depend upon a person. You have to go to the source. The source is God. You have to go to the source. God is new, and normal, never gets old. He's not limited to just songs and sermons. Sometimes people in your life come into your life for a reason, in a certain season in your life. But you know what? If you keep your eyes open, you can see God all around you. It was the other day, and I was out taking a little walk, and the sun was out, and the trees were just, there were a few blossoms on some trees, and the grass was so green after a fresh rain. And you can get God, you can get the source of good and the source of God's hand everywhere if your eyes are open and you're looking for it. God is new, not just limited to the songs and sermons. His bread is new. But wait, Doug, wait. I don't like change. I don't like change. I remember I had a boss years ago in the insurance industry. He said, Doug, sit down. I said, sometimes we can keep business because people don't like change. We can go up on our prices a little bit. They don't like change. Well, he's right. He's right. People don't like change, and I don't like change. I want to have a good relationship, don't I? But don't ask me to work on myself. Yeah. And I want my finances to be in good order, but don't ask me not to spend that money at Lowe's coming up. My health issues? I enjoy turkey burgers too much. Don't ask me to give that up. We don't like change. The Jewish people wanted the Messiah to fit into their pretty little box. And Jesus didn't. He didn't fit into the rule box. Sometimes it is the expectations, I think, that fail us. It's not the baby's fault. It's our expectations. Same thing with the Jewish people. Jesus brought in that message of love and faith and hope, and they weren't ready for it. They were disappointed. Expectations. I thought long and hard about this. I thought, how do I end up this service, this Mother's Day service? And an idea kept coming back to me. And I said, no, I don't think I should do that. But it kept coming back to me. I thought, okay, maybe I'm being led this way. Maybe it's for a purpose. Maybe someone actually needs this. So I'm going to end my little talk by inviting the mothers or the gentlemen who feel like they would like to, that have that nurturing nature. I'm going to invite the mothers, if they would come, and maybe one after the other come to the forefront here. And I'll just say an 8 or 10 or 12-second prayer with them individually. And that will be our Mother's Day service. I hope you'll participate with me. Can I invite someone now? I'll turn the mic off so that this will not be spread anywhere. something special for you. Anyone else?
I thought you were the mother of the animals.
Mother of animals, my Jan.
Animals or people or
The
whatever.
animals, yes. Anyone else? Oh, good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I guess that's the end of the Mother's Day message. Thank each of you for being here. Thank you for blessing us with your love that you bring us, that you help us to grow and become all that we should be. Faith, hope, and love. Thank you. Joy.
This is a song I wrote a long time ago, and it is about change and weathering the storms. And I invite you to sing with me. There's a call and response thing, and so you sing this melody with the same words that I sing. So it goes like this. It goes, sunny day, and then you go, sunny day. You know, just like Sesame Street. Sunny day, kind of. And then the words change. So I might go, come what may, come what may. Beautiful. All right. So that's your part. And then you can sing along on the chorus, which you'll get. It's pretty simple. Okay, here we go. Sunny day. Sunny day, sunny day. You come back to me, don't change my life. You can change it later, maybe. Don't run away. I'm not ready for the sudden wave. The weather's changing lately. It seems like the whole world is going crazy. Sunset, keep moving till tomorrow. So that's the chorus. Sunrise, sunset, keep moving till tomorrow. So you can try singing it with me this time. 1, 2, 3. Sunset, keep moving till tomorrow. Stormy days, thunder shakes our hearts, but nature needs to do some rearranging. Come what may, just embrace the change. The one thing we can trust is that we're changing. Even this great storm will stop its raging. Sunset, keep moving till tomorrow. Sunny days, you came back to me, you changed my life, but I think my heart grew bigger. Come and stay, then you'll have to leave. I know you must move on, that's what I figured. So I'll sit and enjoy you while you linger. Sunset, keep moving till tomorrow. Let's do that again. Ooh, sunrise. Sunset, keep moving till tomorrow.
Thank you. Oh, it's time for the blessing of the gifts. Please recite with me if you would. Today, as the source of all good, as the source of my good, with this acknowledgement, I accept God's will, which is abundance in every aspect of my life. I release all thoughts of lack and limitation, and I am open and receptive to the increased flow of abundance to me right now. I joyfully accept the gifts of life and give freely the special gift that I am. Through me, God omnipresent, blesses and multiplies this gift for all. Thank you, dear God.
Good morning. Thank you for that beautiful message, and thank you for those beautiful songs.
Yes.
You just always keep showing up and doing just great music, and you got to get here more often. So, will you please do that? Okay, the flowers today are for Mother's Day, and they're sponsored by Ann. So thank you, Ann. What?
And you.
Well, okay, Ann and I. So anyhow, please feel free to take a rose or two, so and enjoy them for Mother's Day. So we did that. And then also, the men in the congregation provided the snacks today. It was a little arm twisting, but anyhow. Anyhow, but they did it, and they did a good job from what I see there, so thank you all for doing that. So we appreciate it. So anyhow, a couple of things. Next Saturday night at 6 o'clock at Green Goat, we're having our dinner out. So if you're planning to come, please let me know if you can today or tomorrow, so I'll have an idea of how many people are going to be there. So 6 o'clock at Green Goat next week. The following week on Saturday, we're going to try to have a work day from 8 to 11 or 8 to 12 or whatever people can do. And if the weather doesn't cooperate with us, we'll make it another day. But we've got some things around on the outside that need to be done, so we'll try to do that, and we'll try to do it before it gets really, really hot. The other thing I wanted to touch base with you with about is that our friend Bill Hoffman is not doing so well. I've still got a card here, and if anybody wants to sign it, feel free to do that. And he's having, he started chemo this week, but he's had some radiation, and he says it's been really hard on him. So anyhow, we're going to send him some flowers, and if anybody can text him or call him or whatever, I think Doug's done that, Marita. So just keep him in prayer, because he is going through some tough times right now. So, and we love Bill. He's been a part of my life for like 30 years. So I know Marita has known him a lot longer. So anyhow, just I'll leave a card in the annex, and then y'all can sign it if you want to. Also, this is a little behind. It's time to reelect board officers. My position and the position that's been vacant for a while is open, which is the second vice president. So anyhow, Ann has said that she will run again for the second vice president. If anybody else wants to step up and do that, please let me know so we can get the ballots out, because we're like a month behind due to a vacation and a few other things that are going on. So anyhow, I'll try to get those out. But if you're interested in doing that, please let me know, and we will get rolling on that. Did you have? I think you had something about meditation or something.
Usually can project enough so that everyone can hear me. But anyway,
Hey, why don't you put on something?
I think maybe I ought to project and forget about this. I've been threatening to teach meditation for a while, and we're going to finally do it. But I have a meditation sign-up sheet for whoever might like to come, your name, and what day do you prefer it be on, and also what time. So I'm leaving it up to the people who might be interested in participating to sign up and tell me what day, what time they can come, and then we'll negotiate, okay? So here's the sign-up sheet. I've got a pencil up here, a pen, and if you are interested, please sign up. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good job. Good job, David. Does anybody else have anything? So, all right. And again, Amy Jo, thank you for stepping up and doing the computer. You do such a great job with putting everything up there. So thank you. And when you're not here, of course, I know you do the designing, but Bobby does such a wonderful job when you're not here taking care of it. So thank you. And thank everybody for all that they do, because things, if it weren't for you all, we wouldn't get things done around here. So anyhow, thank you so much for doing that. So let's go eat. See what these guys want.
Well said, everyone. Before we leave, before we sing ourselves out here, let's do the important work of praying for our community and our world. Let's just close our eyes for a brief moment. Let's breathe together. I want you to imagine yourself as a source of power. Think of your name. Think of the things people call you. I'm going to say a name. Kilmar Abrego Garcia. Perhaps this name is familiar to you. Let's all intentionally imagine the people that we are not, the people who lead us, the people who follow us, the many people who are imprisoned in many different kinds of prisons, some of their own making, all over the world. Let's just take a moment, all of us together, to address our loving God as God's sources of power. And let us take this moment together to send our love and our hope and our faith to those who are starving, to those who are cold, to those who are afflicted, tormented. And let's intentionally, consciously call down the power of our loving God who is everywhere and enfold them in love. All people, all tragic situations, all people connected to give what we can to others. Please take a moment silently to embrace this power and send your light around the world, starting now. Loving God, we cherish this moment of power and love. And we are so grateful for the knowledge that its healing light has left us to embrace the world. Amen. Let's stand together and sing our closing song.
Thank you for being with us today. Go in love.